Unbelievable. Indiana's got a new term. I just heard it last night for the first time. The Indiana Pacers are describing their defense as a power wash defense. They just torch you defensively. And if you don't believe what's coming out of the mouth of Tyrese Haliburton, then just watch the game. Look at what they did to Oklahoma City. I mean, it was absolutely stunning. The Pacers pounded the Thunder into submission, and Indiana now has a 2-1 lead. They wiped out a 9-point deficit early. They just choked off OKC's defense. They got defensive stops. They got blocks. They got turnovers. Ben Mathurin scored 27 off the bench, all-time record for a guy off the bench in the NBA Finals. Haliburton had 22. They forced Oak City into 22 turnovers, which was amazing. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander disappeared in the last 10 minutes of the game. They wouldn't let him get the ball, suffocated him. He wound up with 22 points. And in fact, Oklahoma City went 1 for 10 from the floor in the final 3 minutes, and that did not include about 5 additional turnovers along the way. So Indy leads this thing 2-1 going into Friday's game back in Indianapolis. And Indiana, they had 40 points in the second quarter against OKC. And then in the fourth quarter, they outscored them 32-18. And this is really, really surprising with a power wash defense. That's what Haliburton called what they did to SGA and OKC last night. Thoughts?
It is a good line. And Haliburton seems to be a pretty good guy to get quotes on. I mean, he's a great interview. What's that guy's name? Myles Turner, man. That dude's defense in the fourth quarter last night, he was like snuffing Chet Holmgren, the whole thing. And it just makes me think of the commentary you did in one of the video shorts. You know, this is a new guard in the NBA, right?
New type of player.
Yeah, new type of player. And so, you know, we don't have players that are like Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley anymore. You know, I mean, look at Chet Holmgren. I mean, look at Victor Wembanyama, but even Myles Turner or Obi Toppin. I mean, these guys are athletic, you know, specimens that can just do everything. And they're not like, you know, what's the other guy's name? Remember Benoit Benjamin?
Sure.
You know, talking about some of these other big fat tubs of goo.
Stiffs.
Yeah.
So it's been amazing. But last I checked, that only counts as one win.
But they're up 2-1. I mean, Indiana's got to be feeling good right now.
OKC wins Friday night. The sucker goes back home. And Oklahoma City has 2 of the final 3.
You can't rest on your laurels yet, but who would have thunk that the Indiana would be up 2-1 after 3? I mean, good for them.
Well, Indiana won the first game. Second game, OKC changed their offense, went to spread packages. Indiana could not cope. Third one, OKC came out with a power wash defense, and they defended.
Yeah, they did.
Alexander out beyond the three-point line. They never really let him get into the flow of the game. And plus, they turned it over, and they got rebounds. I was really impressed.
Well, when they have big athletic guys like that, they can play that kind of a defense. It's just like what we've seen here at San Diego State.
Chess match. So we'll see what Oklahoma City does. I bet they do something different on Friday, game 4 of that playoff series.